low chignon with a bunch of volume and then wrapped added detail to it. And this is a no heat hairstyle, so I've allowed my hair to air dry, and I have used my It's a 10 styling product. And then I'm also going to go in with my Bedhead or TGS Factor Smoothing Lusterizer. This is a defrizzer and tamer, and it's just going to set our hair up for some really beautiful styling. Next, I'm going to section off my parting so that I have a nice straight part wherever you would like to part your hair. And then from that parting down straight to my ears, I'm going to section off both of my sides, and we're going to leave this out of the hairstyle and use this for later. So if you would like to grab a few clippies and clip this up and out of your way, that way it doesn't get in our way later. Then we're going to go to the back part and section off that top section from about eyebrow to eyebrow and clip this up and out of our way. From right below that, we're going to grab a 1/2 inch section from corner to corner, spray hairspray at the base, and then give a really good teasing, making sure that you're focusing on your root area and really packing that in so we have a really nice base for our volume. Again, just spray your roots with hairspray, or you can use a dry shampoo or a styling powder, whichever you prefer, and then tease that up going in 1/2 inch sections all the way up until you get to the top. And we're going to leave our very, very top sliver or 1/2 inch section unteased. That way we can have a nice smooth finish to the top. Once you finish teasing, we're going to bring that all to the back and then brush it out with a soft brush and make sure that none of that tease is showing. And then you can also go over it with the hairspray so it stays in place. Then I'm going to grab that top layer of my tease and I'm going to hold it all together, making sure that everything is smoothed down how I want it to be. And then using my bobby pins, I'm going to kind of twist my hair a little bit just to hold it in place, and then lock that bobby pin in place using about 2 bobby pins, and you can make an X formation. That way you don't have to worry about it slipping out or going anywhere. Then I'm going to pull all of my hair that is left out in the bottom, not including the front because we want to leave that out, and I'm going to pull this into a ponytail, getting it as close to that top part where we put our bobby pins in as possible. Moving on to the chignon part, I'm going to clip up most of my hair, leaving one section out, and I'm going to tease this all the way from the base of my ponytail to my ends. And doing this in sections is going to create more of a fuller look, and it's a lot easier than teasing the entire thing. And I'm going to leave one top part out, just as we did our voluminous crown area, and that way it's a little bit smoother to the top. And then using our soft brush, we're going to brush out the very top part of that ponytail teased piece, and this is going to give us a smooth look for our chignon. And then I'm going to hold my ponytail all together and wrap my ends up and under, and I'm going to curl that under all the way until that hits my nape or my hairline, and I'm going to hold that in place, and then using bobby pins, I'm going to bobby pin the part that is against my scalp to my head. That way we don't have to worry about it moving anywhere. And it's going to be kind of a cylinder, or it's going to have a hole in the middle, so you can also go in that hole and pin your bobby pins to your head. That way you have a really nice and secure chignon and it's not going to go anywhere. You can also hold it and kind of pull it apart and out, and that way it's going to go around the entire nape or bottom of your head, just like you see me doing. So I'm going to kind of pull that up a little bit and make sure that it's going all the way up to the sides of my head, and then I'm going to go to the front part and work on our front area. So I'm going to section off the part of my hair that I want to add a little bit of teasing in for the front of my hair, because you don't want to have it straight or flat against your head. And I'm going to grab my soft brush, my hairspray, and hairspray my roots, and then add a little bit of teasing. I'm not going to do too much, just enough to where it's going to add a little bit of lift off of my head. So I'm going to do about 2 sections, and then I will do the front section very softly and then brush it out so that it smooths it out, and it's very nice to look at in the front so we don't see any of our teasing, because we want this to be a very smooth and sophisticated hairstyle. So I'm just going to continue to brush it out and make sure that I have it kind of in the placement that I want and the volume that I want, and then I'm going to grab the part that I teased and clip that up and out of my way. Going on to that side part, I'm going to pull that out, add a little bit of teasing into it so it doesn't lay flat, and then I'm going to smooth it out and direct it back and around my places where I put my bobby pin. So I'm going to twist it up a little bit. I'm also going to use a mirror so that I can see kind of where I'm going with it, and then I'm going to bobby pin this in place right next to my chignon in that top left corner.
feed you till the summer blows.
We're going to go to the opposite side that we already did in the front, and I'm going to add a little bit of teasing to that top part just like we did on the other side and brush it out so it's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to take this and clip up the top part out of my way, move on to that bottom section, add a little bit of teasing into the sides and smooth it out. That way it adds a little bit of lift, and then I'm going to twist it away from my face and place it over the top of my chignon where those bobby pins are. Again, the same place that we pinned the other one, and I'm going to pin that in place. And then you can also grab your little ends and stick them inside of your chignon. That way we don't have any of that poking out, and it's a little bit more smoother than trying to add that into your chignon. Then I'm going to go back to the top part where my heaviest piece of hair is on the other side that we've already pinned up, and I'm going to brush this back in the placement that I want it to be, and then twist it back and pin it up. You might want to adjust the sides so that everything flows really pretty and smoothly. So I'm just going to take this all back and pin it in place.
All that I need is some dirt and a seed, and I will feed you till the summer blows.
And then finally we're going to come to the opposite side and do the same thing, just kind of smoothing out that very top part, bring it around to the back and pinning that in place. Since this is your last pin, you want to make sure that it's really well hidden and you cannot see any of the bobby pins showing. And then you can tuck your little ends into your chignon. Then I'm going to take my bobby pins and just bobby pin and secure the side of my chignon to my head. That way you don't see my hole or anything showing. And you can also kind of stretch out your chignon. That way everything is nice and smooth and covered, and kind of make sure that everything is in place. Then go back and kind of touch up your hair. I'm going to brush back a little bit of my bangs that have fallen out, pin that up, and kind of smooth everything out and hairspray it, and make sure I don't have any tease showing or any little breaks in my hair. Then all you need to do is grab your favorite pair of earrings and your favorite lip gloss, and you're good to go for this hairstyle. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and stay tuned for some other tutorials that I have coming, and please check out my last video, which is a makeup review and swatch. Thanks, guys!